Hi everyone, welcome to Planet J. My name is Jay, and today I have a pick a card reading for you. We're going to be looking at the person on your mind and what their exes would say about them, how they were as a partner in a relationship, all that good stuff. So yeah, I have 3 cards to choose from. Card number 1 is the Chariot. Card number 2 is the Ace of Swords. And card number 3 is the Six of Wands. Choose whichever card you feel drawn to, and I'll see you in your reading. I'm going to give you guys about 30 more seconds to choose before we get started. About 15 more seconds. Okay. Okay. Let's get started with card number 1. I think I'm going to put the card right here. And hopefully you guys can tell that that's your card. The Chariot. All right. Spirit, tap me into card number 1 and what their exes would say about them. First, I want to know how their exes would describe them, like personality-wise, and how that bled into the relationship. So, were they emotional? Were they mature? Did they act like, a respectable person? Were they loyal, understanding, attentive? Were they cheap? Basically, I don't know, like their point of view. So let's start with 3 cards from this deck. This is just a regular Smithly deck. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So we got the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Okay. What else? 4 Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Well, one more. And then 7 of Swords. I got in. Okay. Well, and you know what? I should have started by saying just because the ex says this doesn't mean it's true, but it also doesn't mean it's not. Okay. And we have the King of Wands. Oh, killer, nasty, disgusting combo right here. I'm not even going to lie. So, again, it could just be that the ex is bitter. It could just be that it's the truth. It could be that it's not. But we're asking what they would say. So let's just dive in. Okay. Yeah, that's not. Okay. Well, tell me more about how they would describe them as a partner. How would they describe them as a partner? Did they meet their needs? Well, I mean, feels like no. Oh my god, damn. So they got the lying, cheating energy coming out twice, and I'm okay. Again, so I don't know if it's the ex or if it's them, but let's see. I don't think they would. I'm laughing, and I don't know. I don't think they would say too many. Wow, crossroads. Killer combo right here. Okay, I have a lot of shuffles to do, but I also am gonna ask Spirit like how the ex actually feels about them in this reading as well. So that might give some clarification as to why the picture is painted this way, right? Because I'm pretty sure I put what would the ex say if you asked, right? So obviously, if you're the one initiating that combo and the ex has a bone to pick, then maybe there's something there. But let's see. Oh, letter. Okay. Oh. Okay. Bottom of the deck was the birds. Damn. Okay, well, I feel like I don't know why, but I heard something about honesty. Like I don't know if they're being honest. It feels like it's their truth. You know how some people they have their own truth, but let's see. And sometimes people were shitty to their ex and they get better with time. I don't know. I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if I'm being for real, like these cards are not one that you would want as a partner. So let me see why. I'm laughing, but let me see why. Okay. And I don't know, this could be like a short-term ex, like somebody they didn't date for a long time. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, the Judgment card came out, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And let's get one more. Okay. Well, in the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Well, honestly, bottom of the deck is a 6 Pentacles. Honestly, I feel like what the ex might say might have some value, to be honest. At least because I asked Spirit as well with these 3 cards here. How did the ex show up for them as like a partner in the relationship? And they showed up as the Judgment card, the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck was the 6 of Pentacles. And what came right underneath that bottom of the deck is this person's energy, the 7 of Swords, the Hangman, and the 4 of Swords. Okay, so some of you guys, I don't know if like part of the relationship got a little messy, or if this ex really just kind of feels like they wasted their time, or like they were treated poorly, if that makes sense. I feel like the ex would describe them to be somebody who's like selfish. And it could be that this is how they felt they acted in the relationship. But if I'm being honest, it's kind of blending into how they would describe them as a person. So again, that could just be the type of person this person is. It's like the way you act with them is how they feel you are as a person. So I don't know if the ex really just does things with like integrity, or they really, you know, hold themselves to a really high standard and the people that they're around to the same standard. So I don't know if this ex just like really didn't do anything wrong in this relationship, and it also feels like probably doesn't do shit in the regular life too. Maybe this ex, I mean, worst case scenario could be like stubborn and like a workaholic, but I do feel like with the 6 of Pentacles there, it's like in the Judgment card here, kind of centering all of their energy up top, they feel like they acted how they should in a relationship. Like they actually tried to like work through issues. They were loyal. They were looking, you know, for something serious, or at least, you know, like down to commit or something like that. And with the Judgment card here, it could even be that they feel like they were forgiving as well. And with all the Pentacles energy coming through, they probably would say that they like held them down or something like that. But how they would describe this person and how they showed up is like that they were always hesitating, that they were always putting like distance or like separation in between them, that they were either making decisions that, you know, just didn't support the relationship, or just making decisions. Some of you guys, is that they couldn't make decisions at all. So it could even be that, you know, this ex, I don't know if it's that they had a title or this was short-lived, or maybe the person you're watching for just didn't take them seriously. I'm not sure. But that's what they would say. Like basically they didn't take them seriously. They probably found shit on their phone, or, you know, found out something about what they were doing and they weren't being honest about it. With the King of Wands though, it's almost like maybe they would say that they did this like very boldly. They did this boldly. They played a lot of games, kind of like manipulate situations. It says wrongness on this card, by the way. It also says clever. And that's exactly what I thought when this 5 of Swords came out. So I feel like this ex would say that they basically felt like played by this person, and that they might have accused them for doing the same shit that they were actually doing. They might say that this ex was like the reason why it didn't work, the reason why it didn't for some of you guys last, or like the reason why they are an ex. They would say it's because they stressed them out. And at some point it probably, I don't know, spread to like other people. Like I don't know if other people knew about it, or other people were asking them about it, or this person was even bragging about the things that they did, or just, you know, like I said, being very bold. Again, this is what they're saying, but I also feel like this is how they felt. But I am going to see how they felt too. So let's keep going. Feelings for them during the relationship. Let's see about that. How did they feel for them during the relationship? Okay, so because you know how like sometimes people break up because like a big thing happened, and other times people break up because little things happen over time. It could be amicable, but it feels like in this instance it might have been like they found out something, or they said something, they did something, and it was like it could have been like the last straw for real. But I feel like at the same time, for them to feel played, I don't know if it's just like towards the end, it's like they show the true colors. Damn. Okay, let me see. So how did they feel during the relationship? I want to see if anything like positive comes out, because that might say that it took a turn. I'm laughing, but again, this could just be the person. I don't know. Ooh, damn. Well, no. During the relationship is the 10 of Pentacles. So I really do feel like this person does feel played. Like they feel like that the person you're watching for made them feel valuable, and like they actually did see something long term, like a future with them, for the 10 of Pentacles to come out. And I do feel like for the swords energy to be coming out, I don't know if it's that this person just said things, but they didn't like keep the promises, because they're showing up for how they acted in the relationship. This ex is the Knight of Pentacles versus the Four of Pentacles. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles in like the worst case is like very greedy, possessive, jealous, sometimes cheap even. And other times it's like flashy with the King of Wands. The Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands is like flashy, but with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, it's for a reason. It's to, I don't know if it's like to get attention or just to kind of like create like a sort of reputation for themselves or whatever. For others of you, it could even be, let's say this person was broke, then it's that they were scheming or they used them for what they had to offer with the Six of Pentacles. Because they're saying, the ex is saying that they felt very giving, but they're also saying that during the relationship, they made them feel like they were appreciating them and that they were doing this for like a reason, that it was actually going to go towards something, right? And it's interesting because I'm seeing that this person that we're talking about, they had the Four of Pentacles, right? But this person's energy already had the 8 and already had the 6, so it's already above them in some way. But again, I said, how did they make them feel? They made them feel like the 10. Even the 6 plus the 4 is 10. So they made them feel like if they did have differences, that probably it might work out or whatever. But then they're also saying that as a partner, I guess when it came to like the thick of it, actually like showing up as a partner, that they failed at because they were always in this box and the like crossword energy. And it's probably like little things. So this person could lie about little things that just doesn't matter. Or this person could, some of you guys, I don't know if it's that they made like irresponsible choices. So not even just like in the relationship, but also choices they made outside of their life or outside in their personal life. Okay, so how else did they make them feel during the relationship? God damn. Oh my God. How else did, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, damn. Yeah. Well, they made them feel like it was fate. They made them feel like it was kind of meant to be and like things were going to change. The Wheel of Fortune always is that card where it shows you like things do change. The tables do turn. And other times when in like the most positive energy is like when something is meant to happen and it's really is out of your control because the universe is guiding it. So this person, they felt like it was fate. The universe was guiding them to have something long term. This is how they made them feel during the relationship. So let's see how they feel now. Goddamn. Let's see how they feel now. And again, I asked, what would they say? Just because they're saying this doesn't mean it's true, and it doesn't mean that it's not true. But ooh, Five of Swords in reverse. And again, they had the Five of Swords energy right there. So let's get one more. And then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. This is interesting. Some people really do point the finger though. I don't know. Take what is yours and leave it, isn't it? For real? Because, this is really if you asked. So some of you guys, it could even be that this person would never say anything about what they did unless you asked. So maybe that is them being honest. Because, for real, like, I don't know, this person, the way that they're showing up, at least it seems like a kind of like low-key person. Like kind of like the opposite of them. Because they're showing up as the King of Wands and they're like just keeping their head down, working, doing whatever. So again, I made the title, If You Ask This Person. And if you ask this person, I feel like they would tell you everything. Like they would go in. Damn. Okay, what else? Let's get one more for how they feel now. Wow. It's kind of hot. Like I feel hot now. Like heated a bit. Two of Cups. Oh, it's almost like this person cannot really decipher what was real and what wasn't. Like what was real and what was fake. Because for the Two of Cups to come out and the Five of Swords in reverse, it's almost like this person is confused. They're confused if they actually love them or if this ex actually loved them. Like it's like they really don't know because this is their energy during the relationship. It's almost like smoke and mirrors, kind of. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, look, this is their head. This is their mind. Yep, that's their head. That's their mind. Stressed for real. But the Five of Swords in reverse is like migraines and like almost like bad thoughts and like a warped perspective about love now. So some of you guys, how this person feels is like this person actually did kind of affect their view of like love or how to approach love, if that makes sense. Damn. What? Okay. What else? Let's get one from the Panther deck. How would they summarize the relationship? How would they summarize the relationship with this person? Well, there it is. Well, didn't I say something about them always putting like space or like distance, or like some of you guys is like dragging their feet? So let's say this person really did talk a big game, make promises, never actually did that shit, drag their feet. Or some of you guys, let's say this person did have some things going for them. It's like they would emphasize those things, but the things that really didn't really matter to this person, like what this person needed in a relationship. I'm not even saying that maybe this person's energy, I'm just like, again, give this person benefit of the doubt. Maybe it just wasn't their person. Let's say, like best case scenario, it just wasn't their person. This is not their values and stuff don't align in a relationship. Even if that was the case, they're still saying the overall relationship. How they would summarize it, it says break, pause, and stagnation. Like nothing really ever got off the ground, nothing really kept going. So guys, it was like short-lived. And for others of you, it really does feel like it was short-lived, but I don't want to assume, because I don't know. You can be watching it, like, I don't know if this person's like divorced. I don't know if this person was like a bachelor and this is just somebody that they kind of like thought they were going to be in a relationship with. I don't know. Ex is like a really loose term for real. But anyway, let's get one more. Let's get one more from this deck before we close it out. Okay, well, damn. Bully came out. So some of you guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This person could have actually like really insulted them. It almost feels like I was getting that they felt insulted, but for the bully card to be coming out here, again, it says embarrassment. And didn't I say something about like other people could have seen or like heard or something like that? It's like it says gossip here. It also says gossip on this card. And it also says unwillingness. And they came out as the Four of Pentacles. So this person just like they didn't adjust for them. They didn't make any changes for them or their relationship. This is what they would say. But it also feels like this is what they felt. It also feels like this is what they felt. Because I did ask how they felt. Well, damn. Ugh. Well, yikes. Yeah, so you chose this Chariot card here, right? And you see what it says in reverse? This is lack of control, lost, aggression, and self-doubt. Some of you guys, I really feel like this could be the type of person like, according to what this person is saying, how they also acted in the relationship was like gaslighting, probably. Saying or doing like really messed up things. Kind of feels like. And I feel like because how they felt during the relationship was this, like positive energy, that this could have been just towards the end of the relationship. Or, just at a certain point. Like maybe in the beginning it was different. But with the Wheel of Fortune, that's when things happen kind of quickly. Sometimes. Anyway, let me get out of this. I'm going to pull 3 cards to just further describe. Should I look at... I'm going to pull 3 cards to clarify these cards here. So clarify the 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. Well, there it is. 7 of Swords and the King of Wands. The first one we got is Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. Okay, so I am getting like more so like the negative side. So maybe this person just really was never going to commit. Really kind of like treated the relationship like there was no way it would be important to them. What? And it says freedom and exploration on this card. So some guys, like worst case scenario, this person could have kept talking to other people. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. We got trine. It says angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. None of this feels like that. So I feel like it's actually the opposite. So not only were they like this, but they also didn't support them. Period. Like anyway, not even like emotionally. And it feels like the opposite. I said the opposite of support. So what's the opposite of support? Well, to me, that's like making shit harder. You're not just like not giving support, but you're actually doing the opposite. You're making it difficult. You're their enemy. Damn. What? So I don't know if they were like jealous of their partner or something like weird. Yeah, harmony and perfect flow. The opposite of that, it was tense. It didn't work. It just butt heads for no reason. And I also feel like this is somebody who's like hard to talk to because smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. And I also feel like some of you guys, this person could have been petty too, because the 5 of Swords is like when you're, the 5 of Swords is when you're like trying to win, basically. When you're trying to win, but at like what cost sometimes? Like worst case scenario. Okay, let's get one more for what this person was saying. And then we're going to get out of it because goddamn. Okay. Taurus. Well, yeah, I mean, these 2 are like the Taurus cards. Again, the opposite of trust, the opposite of patience, and the opposite of sensuality. So some of you guys, I feel like they might say that they were aggressive, that they really didn't have any chill. And I feel like this person like needs that and also is that type of person. So I don't know how they got together. I think they would say that they didn't trust them. Like they couldn't trust this person that you're watching for, and also that that person didn't trust them, but apparently for no good reason. And some of you guys, I heard something like shouting. And with the Five of Swords, sometimes it's like somebody who's always trying to prove a point. So everything turns into like an argument sort of thing. Really hard person to talk to. You know, somebody who's like all in their ego. It's like the negative side of the King of Wands, basically. Also very entitled. That's what they would say. And they would say that they were very impatient too. So impatience, aggression, lying. I mean, that's just terrible. What else? Capricorn. Yeah, but it also says here ambitious, realism. And yeah, I feel like let's get out of this. It doesn't feel good. Basically, they wouldn't say good things in this one. They wouldn't say good things, but they would also say that what they did for them was good. What they did for them is like, you know, like they did stuff. They actually tried to show up as a partner. That's what they would say. That's what they would say. Is it the truth? You're going to have to ask them. But let's see. Okay. Wow. Well. Let's move on to card number 2. I'm so sorry. This one was crazy. I have done a reading like this on my channel. It was one of like the pre-recorded readings. Like not alive, and I'm pretty sure it was like what would their exes warn you about them. And in that reading I do remember there being like one of the exes that actually might still have had like feelings for them. I don't feel like that's really where this ex was at, but let's move on. Okay, card number 2. Hi, card number 2. I'm gonna put the timestamp because I think I forgot to do it for card number 1. So I think we started around, yeah. If it resonates at any point, give it a like. I know this is like one of those where it's just kind of like, oh, what they say, but you never know. It might be true, might not be. Card 2, we're gonna start you guys at like 22 minutes. Okay. All right. Spirit, please tap me into card number 2 and cleanse the energy from the first one, just so that we get clear and accurate messages. Okay. That felt good. Actually holding the selenite right now. That felt pretty good. Okay, so tell me about card number 2, the Ace of Swords people. Yeah, what would they say about the person on the mind? How would they describe them as a person? And how that bled into the relationship? Would they say they were committed? Would they say they were prepared to, you know, have a relationship long term? Were they honest? Were they jealous? Were they understanding? Loyal? Do they respect them? Were they cheap? Were they attentive? What? Was that the Ace of Swords? Yeah, right there. I saw it. And that's the card you chose. Anyway, okay. 3 cards. How would they describe them as a person? The Fool. Okay. Well, actually, not that far because I do want to put some cards up there too. Okay, so we got the Fool, the 4 Swords. Excuse me. The Fool, the 4 Swords. Let's get one more. And the Chariot. Uh-oh. This reading topic is so interesting because it's like if it's bad, I'm like you're in trouble. But if it's good, damn, you might be in trouble too. Because okay, oh, 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God. So I mean, okay, so I mean, it feels good. This is a really, really, really big difference from card number 1. I'm not even gonna lie. So tell me more. How would they describe them as a partner now? Do they feel like they had hope for the future? Did they take a more masculine or feminine role? Did they meet their needs in every way? How would they describe them? Okay, so the Tower and the Clouds wanted to come out, but I'm only going to take them one by one. So let's just see. Damn. This is one of those things where it's like, damn, I don't want to hear it, but also I need to. So let's see. Okay. Oh, y'all saw that? Look what came out. Snake. That didn't even come out in card number 1. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Why did it come out, Spirit? Let me ask them. Should I keep the snake? Odd is yes, even is no. Okay. Okay, it says no. It says no. If it comes back out, obviously we'll keep it, but it didn't feel right. Well, we'll see if it comes back out. This is a really small deck, so it might. It just might. And if it does, we're not going to put it back in. But I do feel like so far the vibes feel good. And I will explain why. I just want to get all the cards out so that there's no like pauses in the reading. And ooh, okay, so the tower actually came back out, guys. It came out with the clouds, and it just came back out. And then here's a cross, but I'm putting it back in because I only want one right now. One by one. Oh my god, there it is. Damn. Okay. Well, this is interesting because I feel like this ex would maybe speak highly of the person, but how they showed up in the relationship, I'm not too sure. How they showed up in the relationship is different. So I'm not sure if like this is somebody who is still friends with the ex, or you know, just respects them, or this could even just be somebody who doesn't talk shit about their exes. I don't know. Fish. Okay. Bottom of the deck is mice. Uh-oh. These ones are interesting. Damn. Crossroads is right there too. These ones are interesting because it's like, obviously they're an ex for a reason. So it's never going to be like 100% great unless, you know, this ex like wants to be with them. But I do feel like this is different than card number 1. I will explain why. Tell me more. What were their feelings for them during the relationship? How did they feel during the relationship? Okay, so the two of cups is here. I'm gonna ask Spirit if it should come out upright or in reverse, simply because it came out in reverse in card number 1. Okay, so upright or reverse, odd or even. Okay, so we got 8. It says reversed, so damn, we got the 2 of cups in reverse for how they felt during the relationship. Jeez. Okay, let's get one more. How else do they feel during the relationship? I don't know if it's like hot and cold or like good and bad. Some of you guys, it's I don't know. It could just be bad, but let me see. How else do they feel? Well, Page of Swords. Oh, Oh, some of you guys, I don't know. I am gonna look at how this ex feels like they showed up for this person that you're inquiring about, but it could even be that this ex admits that they did something that you know they didn't put their best foot forward. Let me see. The bottom of the deck is the 10 of Cups. Okay. Okay. How do they feel now? After, you know, not being in a relationship with them anymore. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. Uh-oh. 8 of Pentacles. Here's the 8 that just came out on the die. How else do they feel? How do they feel now? Okay. I'm gonna put them all back in because I really don't know which one to grab there. I almost wanted to look at them all, but I just want one. Because I want the messages to be clear. I don't want to dive too deep as well. And just like one part, I want to see the whole relationship as a picture. And I am going to look at how this person would like summarize a relationship in just one card too. Okay, so this one. We have the Emperor. Uh-oh. The 8 of Pentacles, the Emperor. This one's interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card. Oh. Okay, so how do they feel they showed up in their relationship? How do they feel they showed up as a partner? This ex, how do they feel they showed up to the person that card number 2 is inquiring about? How do they feel that they were? Okay, I'm going to ask. Reversed, yes or no? This is no. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. I wanted to come out just now when like all those cards came out when I was trying to feel how they feel now, or trying to see how they feel now. Okay, Ace of Wands. So how do they feel they showed up in their relationship? We have the Ace of Wands. We are comparing it to how they feel they showed up in the relationship, which is the Tower, the Clouds, and the Fish. Okay, so we're comparing. And this is, again, what they would say if you asked them. So it could be true. It could be false. I don't know. But we're just going to look at what they would say, okay? So the Ace of Wands. Uh-oh. How do they feel that they showed up? Okay, 3 of Cups. Ace of Wands is 3 of Cups. Oh. Honestly, this feels honest. This feels honest. It feels honest, and I think you guys might actually appreciate this message for real. 3 of Cups. I think you might appreciate it. This is one of those readings where you got to listen to the whole message, because the way these cards be falling, baby. Hangman. Okay. Oh, okay. So they're very honest. I feel like they're honest about what they did. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, and that's the card you chose. No fucking way. So this person was the Ace of Swords in the negative sense, and the person you're inquiring about was the Ace of Swords in the positive way. Oh, okay. So this person, I don't know if they're just like evolved. I don't know if this person's changed. I don't know if this person, just is an honest person at the end of the day and was just going through something or whatever. I don't know. But let's get one card for how they would summarize the relationship. How would they summarize the relationship? Right. Oh, okay. This makes a lot of sense. Bottom of the deck is compromise. I like that. I like that. This feels really honest. It feels really like respectable too, like what this person would say, because it doesn't lie about what they may or may not have done, if that makes sense. It actually gives the person you're watching for, like the person that you like or like are inquiring about, it gives them like a break. It actually, like, this person basically would admit to their wrongdoings or admit to basically how they did or did not match. And it feels like they didn't match their energy. House 8, transformation, karma, facing fears. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why does this one feel like a bit sad? Like, I don't know if they feel like shame. It feels more so like this person learned. They learn a lot from this relationship, and they learn a lot about themselves. That's what they would say. Okay. Square. Yeah. Okay. Wow. In house 9, spiritual growth. Yeah. So basically, what this person would say to describe the person on your mind, they would say that them as a person, how they view them in general, like this person that you're inquiring about, as somebody very open, somebody who is open to new experiences and probably push this person to experience new things that actually did help them grow, even if they didn't appreciate it or like match them in that way at the time or while they were in a relationship. They would say that the person you're inquiring about was very level-headed, very rational, very peaceful and calm in the relationship with them. So if there was an issue, they didn't fight, they didn't pick fights, they didn't, like do anything that you wouldn't want a partner to do in a relationship for real when there's conflict. And even when there's not conflict, because it does feel like this is somebody who didn't bring that sort of energy into the relationship at all. And that's what they would say, because that's how they would describe them as a person. They would describe them as somebody who's just like very respectable. Some of you guys, they would say they were traditional. For others of you, they would say like they were just like very rich in like spirit and energy. And also that could have translated into their material life. For others of you, though, I feel like this is also speaking to their soul, speaking to that they are somebody that they would describe to be someone who could really commit, someone who could be someone you could depend on, someone whose family might love them or who was a family person or might have wanted a family themselves. A lot of people might consider them family. That's how they would describe them. Somebody ambitious, somebody who is intelligent and logical, but who also is feeling, someone balanced and like whole. I feel like whole as a person. They would describe somebody who's like also protective of the people and things that they care about, but like free. Really like a nice blend to them. That's how they describe them. And how they would describe them in the relationship, I feel like is purely either like a reaction or just a result of how the ex, the person who you would be speaking to in this instance, behaved. So I feel like this ex would actually say that in the relationship they probably didn't act mature. They didn't maybe they didn't spend time with them, or they didn't include them. Like they probably didn't introduce them to like their people or their friends or anything. They may have really, just kept things like light, or for some of you guys like really like intimate, instead of like actually trying to form like an emotional bond or like connection. And for some of you guys, they also were like oblivious to this. And for others of you, it was that they knew that that's what they were doing. So it depends on this ex, I guess. Worst case scenario, this person really could have been like just like childish, or like I said, just like not meeting them how they should have been met, because this person, is just a really good person and actually deserve like someone that would like hold them down, I feel like, and someone that would talk to them and like include them and initiate, contribute the same way that they contributed. I feel like they would say, as a result of this though, that they may have like, kind of like isolated from them at some point, like, just start focusing on themselves, standing in their power, not doing anything that would make them seem like somebody who's like not respectable. So if this person acted this way, they probably turned the other cheek, but did it in a peaceful way, or just didn't do what they probably should have done, or what this person probably deserved, if that makes sense. I feel like they would say that they knew that they were confusing this person. They knew, this ex knew that what they were doing was probably making them doubt them, or making somebody who usually doesn't doubt anything, someone who's usually very like peaceful and like level-headed and like, just like okay, really get into like a negative energy, really make them feel unclear and doubting, if that makes sense. And this is somebody who really doesn't doubt themselves, really doesn't, do things or make choices that they aren't happy with, or that they, don't see amounting to something, if that makes sense. And that's why I think I was feeling like a little bit of like sadness or like guilt or whatever, because with the hangman, for some of you guys, worst case scenario, I don't know if this person had like bad habits, or just really didn't know the same things that they knew now, or really hadn't grown up, hadn't enlightened or healed, or done what they would needed to do to really be like ready to be in a relationship. Because it says here wealth and abundance, and again, that's what I was saying, how they described them as a person. So some of you guys, this person really was like giving. They were giving with their time, with their energy, with their money, with their pretty much like all the things that you would want like someone who's serious about you to do, and then some, and then some. Because there aren't a lot of partners that really do bring the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of the time it's like, and 10 of Pentacles doesn't have to be quite literally like finances, like in the tangible sense. I'm speaking more so to how this person is described as a person. So like very determined, very grateful, abundant, appreciative, like rich in spirit, if that makes sense. And it even is like translating into how this person acted, even when this ex was confusing them, even when this ex was, probably spending more time with their friends than them, or, like things like that. Or putting their friends or other people's like opinions over them. It just kind of feel like, just not somebody who wanted to be in a relationship, or not somebody who should have been in a relationship or been dating. I also feel like with the mice card here, they would say like the reason why the relationship ended was because of all the stress, was because of all how they were getting on this person's nuts, how they were stressing them out, how for some of you guys, worst case scenario, I don't know if this person really did affect their health, or just deplete them. And this is somebody who, again, was like full of life and like really vibrant and like really, again, rich spirit. So this person would be honest. I feel like the ex would be honest that they fuck with their energy for real. And if they were to describe how they showed up in the relationship even more, they would say that they changed them, they transformed them. They helped this person get to a point where they could actually like face their fears and actually grow up and be like a better person at the end of the day. They would be honest about that. I feel like they would also say that at the same time, as a result of them constantly like confusing them and stuff or whatever, there could have been a moment or like certain times where they could have actually been like a little bit challenging, or just like not wanting to talk at all. I feel like it's more so like just not wanting to talk, just like deciding they didn't want to do it anymore. Because the Chariot, they make moves. So if it's not a move that's going to lead to this 10 of Pentacles, they're just going to leave, and they're not afraid to start new. So some of you guys, they would say that they broke up with them, or they called things off, or that even if this person did, that they didn't, it's almost like they didn't hesitate, or they didn't appear to be upset about it, or appear to like, like be broken, if that makes sense. They would say that with the spiritual growth here, that they really showed up like that, like a spiritual growing, I feel like authentic person. And I also feel like how they would summarize the relationship with this right card here is like, they needed to meet this person. They did. Because this is the person that made them change, even if it was like after the relationship. I feel like this ex would say like during the relationship, they felt, I don't know if it's that they acknowledged they didn't really like know them. They didn't really know them. And it could be because they didn't take the time to get to know them. And for others of you, it was that they felt like they weren't compatible during the relationship. And so maybe instead of like saying that, they just did certain things. So yeah, again, childish. The Page of Swords is obviously a page, so it's not very mature. And your person is coming out with like the Fool and the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles, very mature energy. Even with the Fool, there is like a youthful energy to it, but it's more so the energy that you can tap back into once you have healed, once you have understood like universal truths. What I mean by that is like, you know, like kids are like really easily inspired. They can try new things. They can do things that might hurt themselves and, you know, to be just fine. They can fall, get back up. But as you get older, right, all of those struggles and things and uncertainties or whatever, it can kind of turn you into something else. This person was not like that. It doesn't matter what they went through, who they were as a person, how they grew up. It really didn't matter, because at the end of the day, this was them as a person, not even just in their relationship, just as a person. So I don't even know how they got together for real. But all I know is that what this ex would say is that it actually caused some sort of spiritual growth change in them, and that it was meant to happen that way. So it's like they're apologetic that they were this way with this person, but they also understand that, you know, this is someone they need to meet to change, to become better. Because I also asked, how would this person say they felt now, like after the fact, out of the relationship? They got the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. So how they feel is that, again, like this relationship got them to a point where they probably went to therapy, worked on themselves, got a job, became better with the Emperor, grew up, like actually became somebody that could be taken seriously, actually became somebody who they should have been on along for someone like this, basically. And I'm not even saying that to say they want this person back. I'm saying that because, again, they changed them. The house 8 here is they change, is when you go through something deep. Sometimes it's like tragic, but other times, you know, house 8 is sometimes when you have to purge things. When you have to face your fears, you have to expose yourself. So I don't know if it's that this person couldn't live in their truth. They couldn't face their fears. They couldn't, I don't know what it was, but some of you guys, this person just had like a fear of commitment, and it bled into like their work life, it bled into their family life, pretty much everything. But what they would say is how they feel now. I feel like thanks to this person is like the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. Capable, you know, self-aware, more observant, more grown up, more experienced as well. So some of you guys, it has something to do with age, and for others of you, you know, it's just the way this person acted. But damn. Okay. Well, if that resonated, give it a like and come back for another one on my channel. We're gonna move on now to card number 3. Wow, that one was interesting. That one's interesting. Because I feel like they're right though. And I do feel like this person is like appreciative, like they do owe like a lot to them. And I feel like it's really because of the way that they handle them, the way that they handle the situation. Wow. Okay. Well. Some of you guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck though with the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this person. Yeah, let me not get into that. Let me just move on to card number 3. Okay, card number 3. Let me pick these cards up. This felt good. That felt good. I do want to make sure that these cards are like mixed into the deck pretty good, just so that if they do come out in the other readings, you don't have to pause and roll. Okay. Here we go. And same for these ones. Yeah, so I feel like what they would say, because you guys did choose the Ace of Swords before we close it out, is that the ex would say that basically they showed up as confusing. They were terrible at communicating. They were destructive. They showed poor judgment. And that the person that you're watching for is somebody that really helped them go through some sort of breakthrough that they owe their success to. That was just very like truthful and honest, and like something new to them that they probably weren't ready for. And that they know that now. Hey! Hey, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you again. Okay. Let's move on now to card number 3. Wow, that was cool. That one was really cool. Okay. I am going to put the timestamp in the chat now. I wish YouTube would put a little button for me to just put an automatic timestamp. It's not there. YouTube, come on now. Okay, 43. 40, okay. Here we go, Spirit. Tap me into card number 3, please, and what this person would say, what the ex would say about them. Clear, concise messages, please. Okay. Hi, card number 3. Welcome to your reading. The card you chose is the Six of Wands, and we're going to be looking at what this person's ex would say about them, how they showed up for them in the relationship, and also what they would describe them as a person, period. So basically, Spirit, I want to know what they say they're respectable, what they say they were loyal, emotional, mature. I also wanted to say like emotionally available. Were they understanding? Were they prepared for a long-term commitment? Were they honest? Were they jealous? Were they possessive? Let's see. So how would they describe them as a person first? 3 cards, please. How would they describe the person card number 3 is inquiring about as a person? Again, this could be truthful, it could be honest, it could be tainted by emotion. It doesn't matter, but let's just see what they would say if you asked, okay? 4 of Wands. Oh, 4 of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay. Again, I was saying earlier, this is one of those where you gotta wait for all the cards to get on the table, baby, because the way that these readings have given me like a whole spin. Oh my gosh. Okay, the devil. Ooh, the 4 of Wands of the devil. Yeah. I said something earlier in card number 2 where if it's bad, you have a problem, and if it's really good, you got a problem too. Oh, as I say that, 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What's that? Who? Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. Ooh, let me see. If it's too bad, you got a problem, and if it's too good, you got a problem. Okay, let me see. Let's get one more. Ooh, there it is. King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords. And the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. Oh. Okay. Okay. I feel like I need to change my tone for this one. Okay, let me see. What else would they say? How else would they describe them as a partner now? Do they feel like they gave them hope for the future? Did they show up as a masculine or more feminine role? What were their feelings for them? We're going to look at that as well. And I also want to know, like, maybe what this ex would say was the reason why they broke up. And I think this might give me an idea about, like, if the relationship lasted long or not. Okay, so can I get 3 cards, one by one, for how they would describe how this person showed up as a partner? Because just because they're describing this person as just because they're describing them as a person this way doesn't mean that they're a bad partner. It doesn't mean that they were a good one either. I'm making the distinction because to me that makes a difference. To me that makes a difference, right? Because how can I explain that? You know, somebody could be really shitty as a person, but they treat people really good because they don't want to be found out. Or some people, some people, honestly, they treat people nicely, but it's just because they care too much about their reputation, or they're people pleasers, not because they actually care. And other times people are really, really, really mean to people, but it's because they have been hurt, or they don't trust, or because that's just learned behavior. I don't know. Let's see. The Anchor. This card says work, settling down, stability, durability, and long lasting. Right underneath the 4 of Wands? Talk about it. Okay. So what would this ex say? Oh, Star. Damn. Whoo, y'all might got a problem. Okay, what else? Ooh, yeah, you guys might have a problem because it's good. It feels really good for how they would describe it. So let me see why they would say they broke up. Bottom of the deck is the Cross. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it does say big problem there, and it says fate. Okay, so you might not have a problem because maybe this ex feels like maybe they were meant to be an ex, but oh, let me see how they feel. How do they feel during the relationship? These are page turners, honestly. Okay, how did they feel during the relationship with this person? What were their feelings? How would this ex say they felt during their relationship? How would the person that they're speaking to in this instance, what would they say? How did they make them feel? Oh, okay, so it's 2 cards. I'm not going to take them, but it was the Strength card and the 7 of Swords. Okay. How did they make them feel? Goddamn. I don't even know. Some of y'all might not want to hear everything. Some of y'all might not want to hear everything, but I'm going to be honest because, I mean, let's say this person is already taken. Let's say they already have another relationship, or they just don't want this ex no more, but they're just honest like that. I don't know. Maybe you do want to know. It depends on who I'm talking to. It really does. But I'm going to try. Whew. Okay. 10 of Cups. Ew, this one's making me nervous. I'll be honest because, I mean, that's love. That's 10 of Cups is love. It's like when you feel like you're at home and like you're safe with somebody. Like, what? Queen of Pentacles too? Oh my God. I don't know why they broke up. It's hard to tell some of you. I'm also going to see how this ex that you're speaking to in this hypothetical situation would say that they acted in the relationship too. So if they would basically say if they contributed to the breakup or whatever, but I mean, how they felt during the relationship is pretty good. I'm gonna just be honest. 10 of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. That's when you feel loved and taken care of, for real. Loved and taken care of, accepted wholeheartedly, unconditionally, and you feel like with the Queen of Pentacles that you can also be independent, that you also can have your own life, but also that you are respected as a partner, that you're taken seriously. The Queen of Pentacles is taken seriously. Most of the time they are already in a relationship because that's who they are. They are that person that, you know, you would want by your side. And this is how they felt during the relationship. So how do they feel now? How do they feel now? Goddamn. I'm shaking, y'all. This is a page turner. How do they feel now? How do they feel now? I'm so glad I decided to use different decks for this one because this is juicy. How do they feel now? 2 cards, please, one by one. This is our Tarot de Fuego deck. If I had the box, I would show you guys. Where is it? Don't have it, so I have to show you guys next time. I have used this on the channel before, but there are some cards that have like nudity, so I don't pull it out often. Just because having to censor your stuff is just annoying. Okay, how do they feel? Ooh, oh damn, y'all got a problem. I'm so serious. You got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, y'all got a problem. 10 of Pentacles for how they feel now. They're not even in a relationship no more, and they feel like the 10 of Pentacles. Let me stop. How do they feel now? The 8 of Swords. Damn. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Let me look up what's on the bottom of the deck. What's on the bottom of the deck? 3 of Cups. Oh, okay. Well, so guys, let's say that you're watching this about somebody you're actually dating right now, you're in a relationship with. I don't know if it's that this person is aware of that, like they are aware, and that makes them sick. Damn. 3 of Cups. They don't have to be aware, but they could just be aware that someone like this probably is cuffed at this point now. Especially if like a lot of time has passed or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the way that this person feels is that they probably haven't like completely moved on, but they say good things about them. It feels like they would say good things, and I will explain a little bit more like in depth. But again, we have a few more cards to pull. How would they summarize the relationship overall in just like one card? Oh, you got a problem. Look, care? Are you serious? I mean, how they would summarize it, it literally says support, patron, parenthood. How they would summarize it is like, well, it's probably somebody that you would want to have a family with, someone you would probably, you know, have a long-term relationship with. They would summarize it pretty good. Okay, so how would the ex say that they showed up? How did the ex show up, according to them, if you asked? Uh-oh. King of Swords came out. Knight of Cups. They're both the King of Swords? Let me see. How would the ex say they showed up? It was more than one card, so that's why I didn't keep it. But if it comes back out, oh, bam. 7 of Swords. Let me ask. Is it in reverse, odd or even? Odd is yes, even is no. Oh, damn. It is. Uh-oh. Whew. 3 of Swords. The 7 of Swords in reverse to the 3 of Swords. Oh my God. 4 of Wands in reverse. So the opposite of their energy. The High Priestess in reverse. Damn. What? Why do they do this to them? I'm getting angry. What? Bottom. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Cups. Damn. Well, that's why they're shaking. That's why they feel the way that they do. That's so some of you guys, this ex man, I don't think you would ever hypothetically, I don't feel like you would have a conversation like this with this person because this person probably want to be with it. They probably want to be with the person you're inquiring about. I'm gonna keep it honest. It seemed like it kind of seems like this is somebody who realized that they probably fucked up. They probably made the wrong decision And now they're shaking scared, and they don't really know if there's a chance, if there's a shot. And I'm saying that because I asked how they showed up. 8 of Cups, that's when you leave. That's when you leave. But it's also when you're like full of emotion. And it also says here the reason why the relationship might have ended according to them is because of some sort of duty. Because so it also says religion here, or burden, grief, big problem, or fate. So I don't know if it's that's what this person was like going through, because it said how did they show up. It says the 3 swords, and that's when you're hurt. It's when you're hurt. And what I love about this deck is like the image here is actually kind of like keeping that as a memento, if that makes sense. Like it's like the pain that you're constantly reminded of, the pain that you can't really escape. It's always on your mind, it's in your heart. And it does come out in the way you express yourself, the way that you don't express yourself, the way that you, in this case, would be as a partner. So I don't feel like this ex would describe themselves as somebody who was like emotionally available. I don't feel like they would describe themselves as somebody who supported them. I mean, they showed up, how they're describing them as a person, period, is the 4 of Wands. How they're saying they showed up in the relationship is the opposite of that. So they didn't make it a happy home. They didn't, celebrate them. They didn't appreciate them. They didn't support them and uplift them probably the way that they should have, according to this ex. For some of you guys, worst case scenario, they kind of kept them as like a side piece, or they just were. It's almost like this person realized too late that this was a good person for them, or that it could be the quote unquote one, if that makes sense. That's what they would say. So that's why I'm saying you probably wouldn't have this conversation with them, because why would you have this conversation with them? You know what I mean? But I feel like how they would also say is that they weren't honest about their feelings for real. So if this person was in love, maybe they didn't tell them. If this person did want to marry them, or they did want to blah, 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 they probably didn't tell them. I'm not even going to say that this person probably did them wrong, because it might not be that they did them wrong. It just could have been that they were going through something for real, because it says here on this card, the reason why they might have broken up is some of you guys' fate. So obviously something that they couldn't have avoided. It also says here duty, a big problem, a burden, and grief. So I don't know, grief and how it can affect a relationship, responsibilities outside of the relationship. It also says religious on here, religion. So some of you guys, ooh, I also heard it could be cultural differences, or like something to do with the family or whatever too, because this kind of feels like something outside of their control, if that makes sense, or something that, again, it says fate here, so you can't really like outrun fate. You can't. It's inevitable, if that makes sense. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. It is, isn't it? That's horrible. It is. Damn. Okay, and again, this is if you asked. I said, I think I put in the title, what would this ex say if you asked? Okay, so if you don't ask, there you would never have this conversation, and maybe you would never actually have the situation, or opportunity to ask this person. Maybe this person's all the way the fuck left, like not even in the picture. I don't know, but I'm just saying this is what they would say if they asked. I also feel like for others of you with the 8 of Wands, I don't know if this person would admit that they either they moved too quickly, or they moved too fucking slow, and maybe they just didn't say how they really felt, or they didn't honor their feelings, or I really don't know. I feel like this person just was kind of like a mess. They would say that they probably were like a mess. And oh Jesus. So how they would describe them as a person, period, is somebody who is just very self-reflective, very deep. Somebody who is happy with the life that they live. Like the hermit, they're comfortable. They don't need a whole hell of a lot of attention, a whole hell of a lot of people around them, but they know themselves. And they usually are like very neat, very clean, self-contained, reserved, but that's not a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. And I also feel like with the King of Swords, they would say that they were brilliant, really smart. And that with the Devil card and the 4 of Wands being here, that they were also somebody that when they are in a relationship, like they really do honor their partner. They really are like protective over what they care about. And I also feel like this is somebody, when you're in a relationship with them, that you really do get to see the real them. You really do get to see deeper sides of them. So this is somebody that they would describe as like, I don't want to say like it gets better in the relationship, but more so like this is somebody who needs like a title, does better with, being in a committed relationship with somebody before they can actually be their true self and like trust, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that would just kind of be like something they might not actually want to tell you, but it just comes out, when they're describing them. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, this might be one of those conversations when you're talking to somebody and you're like, that this person likes your partner, this person like the person that are with or whatever, because they're not saying anything bad, and they actually are like complimenting them, but it feels like the compliments they're giving them is like something that would match how they felt, or for some guys, like what they actually like truly wanted. Oh my god, this is one of those messages that kind of awkward to deliver, but it actually feels kind of good because they are saying positive things about the person that you're inquiring about. For some of you guys, I don't know if this person really does like do a lot for the people they care about, or for their work, their job, for their family. I really feel like they would kind of describe them as like low key, somebody who, they don't like everybody all up in their business. They don't like everybody all up over their partner. They might, it just kind of feel like somebody that does them, but it's like they're a good person, they're a good partner. And how they would describe them in the relationship is somebody, again, stable, someone who they could have like a long lasting commitment with, somebody who is probably ready to settle down. Some of you guys, I'm gonna keep it honest. This might be somebody that they had a relationship with for a while, or that they thought they would be in a relationship with for a while, depending on like who you're asking for in this ads. Goddamn. Yeah, they would describe this person to be like extremely hardworking too, ambitious, someone that probably could handle a lot of like the important parts of the relationship too. So I don't know if that's like, yeah, again, it would depend on this relationship, right? So did they live together? Was this like a short-lived relationship? Did they live near each other? Was it long distance? Like those details would really like paint a better picture, but obviously this isn't a personal, so it's hard to tell when they're describing how hardworking they are, if they're actually seeing that, if, that's just, whatever. But I am seeing the star for how damn. Yeah, this is a message where it might be hard to hear because it's like they're describing them quite literally like a dream. It literally says dream on this card. It says inspiration. It says progress to goals and achievement. So, I mean, this ex would say that they felt lucky to have them and like be with them, and that they would probably feel lucky and to be with them again. Should that, potential situation arise. It may never arise. So, don't get your knickers in a twist or nothing, but I'm just saying, I mean, they showed up as somebody that gave them a lot of hope when they were going through like a really tough time. And it could have even been that they weren't even honest, that they were going through things. So some of you guys, I don't know if this person like ghosted, because I mean, I am seeing the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. I was really like kind of leaving. And with the 7 of Swords here in reverse, it's like this is someone who's like kind of creeping in the dark. So, or if it's not that they ghosted, they could have just like left without really like explaining. Wow. Anyway, so they would also describe them as somebody who brought a lot to the table, for real. Somebody that they gained from in like a lot of ways, and like who just was very abundant. It says that on these cards. This card right here, it says business, it says firmness, commerce, wealth, and abundance. So I don't know if they would say that they spoiled them. They treated them well. Some of you guys, this person actually spent like a lot of money on this person. It could have been mutual. Oh, hold on. I heard somebody say not too much. Okay, 10 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. How would they say they felt? I mean, I said this earlier, but I feel like they felt right at home. They felt safe. They felt comfortable. They felt like they could trust them too. And some of you guys, sometimes it's like maybe you get someone like this before you're ready for them, or sometimes maybe you get someone like this before you know that you actually deserve someone like this. So I don't know if this person kind of just like pushed them away. For others of you, let's say best case scenario, this just wasn't their person, but they were great to them, and they could be their friend, or, they could just have like an amicable breakup. I am getting it could be one or the other. Like it's one or the other. I'm just gonna be honest. It's either that this person, they could be friends and just know that they're not meant to be together, but the relationship is fine, and this person is great, and they would actually give them their props and like maybe even like great luck, good luck. But like worst case scenario as well, like they love them and they would love to be with them again. So goddamn. I wonder if that's why they're acting like they're still together. Uh-oh. They're acting like they're still together. What? That's interesting. Okay, and then how they feel now. Well, yeah. So let me get a few more. Damn, the Sun card. All right. Let me get a few more to see how they would describe how they show the relationship. I feel like they would say that they were just like the type of person you only meet like once in a lifetime. For real. This is crazy. This is crazy because it's almost like I don't know if this person just it's like this person has a hard time expressing their feelings, or they have a hard time like saying, I don't know. It's like this person could have been madly in love or just like so happy and like so content, but for whatever reason, like they're admitting that they didn't. It's like their actions didn't show that they didn't. It didn't reflect that, and even the things that they said or did didn't show that either. But I feel like for some of you guys, it's because this person was lacking trust in themselves and like in love or something. Interesting. What? Okay, so how would they describe them? And then I gotta go. How would they describe them? This is crazy. Pisces. Well, wow, that's so crazy because I feel like this is one of those things that you would only know about this person if you were in a relationship with them. Because I do feel like this person could have an outward persona to them. They could have like a way about them where it's kind of like, I'm in my own little world, or, you know, I'm fine. They could be a little hard to get to know or hard to like, you know, get into that like deep connection sort of energy. And it's not because they're not a good person, but it's just because that's how they are. And I feel like how they would describe them once they really got in a relationship, once things really got into the thick of it or whatever, is like someone who truly, you know, brings like a lot of intimacy there emotionally. Someone who really does get to know their partner like the back of their hand, like really can intuit how they're feeling, and shows like a lot of compassion. And I feel like that's why I was saying they made them feel safe. And it's so interesting because the 10 of Cups is my Pisces card. And here you get the Pisces card. And it doesn't mean that they have Pisces. It could just mean that, damn, I don't want to say that because I don't want to get nobody upset. But this person felt really, really, really right at home. Okay, let me just say that. House 5, they would say, yeah, they showed up. Ooh. I'm just going to say what's on the card. Don't get mad at me. But it says they felt that they were passionate with them, that they had a lot of fun, and like they made them feel confident. And their relationship is unique. Not like a relationship they had before. Probably not like another relationship they would have again. Goddamn. What? And Aries. Yeah. And at the same time, it's like they're brave and like they're independent. And again, it's passion on this card too. So if you ask them, I feel like this person would, for whatever reason, don't shoot the messenger, but for whatever reason, if they were intimate, they would mention that they enjoyed it. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm starting to get a little awkward with this message. But anyway, I hope that resonated. If it did, give it a like and come back for another one on my channel. Love you guys, and see you guys next time. Bye.